Hi there. For this second Scratch tutorial, we're going to build upon what we did last time to start to create a little bit of a sequence this time. So we're going to make an information piece within Scratch that's going to follow a certain set of instructions to tell us some different things and to show them to us in order as we go along. So I'm going to start in Scratch by clicking Create. Okay, so we're back in Scratch, and obviously in the first video we went through the different layouts and what all these different panels are. Now today's one, I'm going to deal with the theme of health and exercise. So I'm going to get rid of this cat. It doesn't really fit my theme particularly here. So I'm going to click on the X and get rid of the cat. Now I don't have any sprites here. So I want to be very careful. I don't want to start adding any code down here yet, because that code will be put on the background rather than on any sprites. I don't have any here. So I'm first off going to choose some sprites that would be useful. So I think for this one around health and exercise, let's take Ben. I'm going to add another sprite now. I'm going to take ballerina. I want a basketball one, so I'll take Andy here. And then I want to talk a little about eating healthy. I think there was somewhere in here a plate of fruit. Can't see it now. Not cheesy puffs, they're not that healthy. We've got a banana, I guess that'll do. Let's take the banana for now. Okay, so I'm going to move my characters around, my sprites I should say, around here. So I can lay them out. Let's set up a backdrop like we did before. And for this one, I think let's be outdoors somewhere. Let's go with the soccer pitch here. Okay. Looks good. All right. Now, what we're going to do, the aim is that I'm going to start it and then it's going to run through in order through all of these different things. So I'll begin with Ben just here. So I'm going to click on Ben and make sure I have his code chosen. We can see the little picture of Ben here, so I'm definitely working on Ben here. And let's start with the flag again like we did last time. So we'll start from here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have Ben, he's going to say something, or our program's going to say something. Ben's then going to do a little action before he passes on the message to the next person, who's then going to tell us the next little thing. Okay, so let me go to Ben. So when the flag is clicked, what we're going to have is we're going to have a sound. So obviously we've got this whistle here which comes with him, which it's fine, I might use it, but I do want to record my own sound in here. So how we record our own sounds, up along the top here you can see sounds next to costumes. And he's actually got two. There's a gold cheer as well that we can use. But I want my own recorded voice in here that I can use on it. So I'm going to go down to the bottom, to the microphone where it says record. And the first time you do this, if you are using a computer, you might get a little box here that says, do you want to allow Scratch to use your microphone? Which we'd say allow, because we want it to. If you're on an iPad, you might get a box in the middle that comes up that asks us if we want to allow it to use the microphone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click record in a moment, and I'm going to say my first little piece that I would like to have in my little sequence that I'm making. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Okay, so we can see we've got this silent space at the front, so I'll get rid of some of that and this little bit at the back. So the bit in the middle is what we want. You can play it. It's very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Great, I'm going to save it. So it's just called recording 1 at the moment. So I'm just going to call that healthy. All right, so I've got that in my sounds. Let's go back to my code now. And now look, we've got play sound healthy. So I'm going to have until done with the whistle. I don't want them playing at the same time. Okay, and then once he's said his piece, what I would like him to do, let's look at his costumes. Yeah, so we've got some different things here he can do. So I'm going to use that one we had last time, the next costume, this one. But we want it to happen a few times. So I might try just repeat it 10 times. Let's see how that goes. Let's press the flag and see what we get. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Goes very fast. So let's put a little wait in there as well. So it changes the costume, then it waits a second, and then it repeats. So let's see. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Okay, 10 might be too many there. Let's make it just 6. Okay, so that is Ben's code. That's what I want him to do. But what we want to now happen is to pass on to the next person who's going to say something. So actually it's the banana next. We're going to talk about healthy eating. So back on Ben here, we're going to go and we're going to use from the events that broadcast message that we talked about last time. So I'm going to say once he's finished, broadcast message 1. So he's going to send that secret message to all of the other characters. Okay, and then we go to the banana. And the banana starts with, well, when I receive message 1. So when it receives this secret message, the banana then is going to tell us its piece next. So let's go to sounds. So for the banana, we can see we've got chomp and bite. So I might use one of those again because I like those. Let's have chomp just there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sounds and we're going to record a new sound on here. Okay, so we go down to the bottom to the microphone to record, and eating a healthy diet keeps our bodies running well. Okay, and again, I'm going to move this to just before the start of the sound and just after. Let's play it back and see if it's right. Eating a healthy diet keeps our bodies running well. Awesome. Save that. I'll call this one eating. Doesn't matter what you call it, just so you can remember what it is. Okay, now back to our code at the top. And we're going to play sound eating until done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make these bananas spin around. So I'm going to use the turn. But we're going to need to do this a few times. Okay, so let's play through now. So it'll start from the beginning of Ben, and then the banana will come next. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Eating a healthy diet keeps our bodies running well. Oh, well, that wasn't very much this time. So actually this time let's go 20 times to do that. Okay, now let's remember from before how we bring this back around again. Okay, so once the banana has finished, it's going to send another message. So let's go to events, broadcast message. Now, don't want message 1 again because that's going to be confusing because this one's looking for message 1. So we want a new message and I'll call it message 2. Okay, so when the banana finishes, it sends message 2. And then the ballerina when I receive message 2. Now, interestingly, we're going to have exactly the same code on the ballerina and on the basketball because they're going to be saying the same thing. So let's go to my sounds. Up at the top, sounds. Record a new sound. You can do different exercises. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm going to stop and re-record that. Okay, we re-record again. You can do lots of different sports or exercises that you enjoy to stay motivated. Okay, let's pull it back. Okay, play it back. You can do lots of different sports or exercises that you enjoy to stay motivated. Perfect. Call it sports. Okay, so for this one, we're going to play the sound sports until done, and then we're going to run through their costumes again. So looks, next costume, and we'll try and do that 10 times. Okay, so I'm going to take this same code now that's on the ballerina, and I also want it on Andy here. So there's a quick way of doing this. So I can just drag it and drop it here on Andy. And now Andy, look, has exactly the same code as our ballerina. So they're both waiting for message 2. Okay, so let's play this through now from the beginning and see what happens. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Eating a healthy diet keeps our bodies running well. You can do lots of different sports or exercises that you enjoy to stay motivated. Now, Andy went off too early. Let's see what happened here. So the banana. Okay. Okay, let's get rid, because we're actually playing the same sound twice here, look, which is not very good. So let's take that one away. We'll just put Andy in to just do his exercises, but we missed out our weight again. So let's put our weight back inside before the next costumes. Now let's try again. It is very important that we exercise to keep ourselves healthy. Eating a healthy diet keeps our bodies running well. You can do lots of different sports or exercises that you enjoy to stay motivated. That's awesome. So that's working great. We've managed to make a really simple sequence by using the messages. We started with Ben. He did his when we clicked the flag, then he broadcast message 1, then the banana received message 1 and then did that, and then the banana broadcast message 2, which both the ballerina and Andy were listening for, and then they both did their things that we put in the code here. So very straightforward. Have a go yourself and try to create a simple sequence. Maybe you could choose exercise as a simple one. There's loads of different sprites in here to do with exercise and sports, so it's a nice easy one to do. Try and create your own little sequence, record your own sounds, and see if you can make something similar.